Oh, it is so warm. Hello, darlings. You're not early. I wasn't even planning on being here today, but I was like, you know what? I need to decompress. Let's chill. Let me turn on the freaking air conditioning because I am roasting. Luckily, I was able to get some tamales today, and I got some champurrado. Good God, it is ugly hot in here. Well, it's ugly hot everywhere, so. Hello, darlings. How are we doing? So this is Leica. This is my Leica look. Hair, collar, of course the ears, and the two-tone lip. Thank you. I just did a shit ton of content recording, so yeah. Hey, how you doing, swag? Okay, I know I look very she, her, but feeling very they, them, so thank you. Oh my goodness gracious. I'm so tired. I'm so tired. I have been up since very early, got ready very early, and then just did a ton of recording. So, fantastic. Good day. Got shit done. Yeah, no. There was one thing in the last couple of things that I did. The thing kept popping off. Like, there was something about the way I was moving my mouth that just pop, and I'm like, son of a bitch. I'm like, you know what? Okay, we'll just leave it. Fuck it. Yeah, very, very productive today. Good day. Oh, thank you. So yeah, this is very much my Leica look. Don't worry about the clothing wise, but like collar, fang, like the big fangs. If you notice, these are a lot bigger than the vampire fangs that I do. I tend to make those a little bit smaller. These are like big honking canines. Plus the dual tone lip and the ears. You know, I'm at least gonna cook up some rice cakes, like some of the big rice cakes, and like nom on those. Yes, vintage stove from like the 1950s. 1950s O'Keefe and Merritt. Thank you so much for my new subscribers. Not just on here, but like on some of the other places. Thank you so much. And thank you for those who have been commenting on like my little fan fictions. That helps. Thank you. Let's see. Oh, that's right. I still got the bone marrow. I've got to make bread at some point. Hi. How's everybody doing? It's been a day. It's been a good day. It's been a very productive day. I got some clips made. I got about half a dozen clips made. and then did a metric shit ton of drafts for stuff on here. I've been working on fan fiction, so yeah. Hey! So happy. Like literally, like I had so much trouble just even getting like started yesterday. So like when I woke up early today and I'm like, I need to do all the things. Got the makeup on, got the face ready, got dressed, did the whole thing. I was like, fuck yeah. Am I for real? Yes, I am. This is one of my personas / cosplays. Welcome. Hi, I'm Leica. Is there anything I can get for you? Do we have a problem here? Because we can handle that, Karen. Is the attitude that Leica usually has. Oh, the other thing just kept popping off. There was something about the way I was moving my mouth that just literally kept popping it forward, and I'd already glued it in twice, so I figured there's a little bit of a defect somewhere on the cap itself. So I was like, we're heating up some oil because we're going to do just some rice cakes. I got to pop the other thing. There we go. But yeah, I'm just like, I'm sweating. And I noticed, like, not only was I sweating, I'm like, I feel kind of lightheaded. I should probably eat something. Don't worry, I did have breakfast. And it wasn't just coffee. Oh, yeah, you got your electric back. Fuck yeah! For me, I usually do a little bit of sesame oil. I'm probably going to mix up like a little bit of like a gochujang peanut butter sauce. Ooh. Fuck yeah to a box combo. Thank you, darling. Oh, it's so big. Turn that heat down just a touch. Don't need to scorch my oil. Thank you, darling. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. You know where I'll pop back into things a little bit later, but they're thermoplastic, so if they come in contact with anything like hot, it just kind of melts them. So, yeah. Hey, I'm doing pretty good today. I got a lot of stuff done. I got a lot of stuff done. So I'm in a very exceptionally good mood. Right. Don't you just love the fluff? And the ears almost work like a bumpet. So yeah, like all I had to do is take some of my forelock and just pull it over, and there we go. I got the higher, closer to Jesus. Thank you, darling. Okay, let's keep those moving. That's not what I was looking for. Close enough. Very they them. I know I look really sheer, but like I'm feeling very they them, but like in a good way, in a positive way, in a non-stressed way. Let me see if I can get up to you. Okay, we'll turn that off so it can do its thing. A little garlic. Oh, they're just earrings. And then I have this really beautiful little kanzashi ornament that I was given. So it's like a little hair clip. I wanted to look pretty, and it jingles. So don't mind me as I'm fry up a little rice cake. So yes, this, hello darling, this is Laika. Laika and Sanguine are American, so they are more or less without accent. And the difference between the two, I think, is going to be Laika wears the hair down, fluffed out, and has the ears with the two-tone lip, whereas Sanguine is just human, so the hair can be pretty much like up or down, no ears, no particular makeup or anything. But yeah, thank you. Mince this garlic if it... There we go. There we go. Hello, darling. Yes. Lyka. Although you will see it spelled like a just metric shit ton of ways. You will see the Lyca, Leika. Like there, for whatever reason, the algo cannot seem to figure out how to spell that name. So I leave it however it decides to spell that name on the day, which makes it funny for me. The official spelling is Lyka. Okay, let's see. What's gonna do its thing? I'm gonna grab a little gochujang and sesame oil. Gochujang, sesame oil, peanut butter. Ugh, where are my smalls? Oh, there we are. Where did my... So, yeah, for Laika, she works as a host and occasionally does other stuff on the side. You know, you gotta make your money. And for the most part, she's a little bit of a mean girl. Within reason, but a mean girl. Especially to boys. So if you like mean girls, especially if you're a boy, yeah, come see me sometime. Thank you, darling. I'm having so much fun. Freaking love these nails. Sharp ass shit, boy. Oh. How do I always forget a tea towel? Always forget to grab it. Besides a mess, a little bit of Korean rice cake, and I'm just putting together a quick sauce. Peanut butter, gochujang, a little bit of sesame oil. I think I'm going to put some, where is it? Let's put a little bit of my, no, but seriously, where's, oh, there it is. Ugh. It's like, where's my onion powder, my garlic powder? Good God. Thank you so much. I was making content today, both varieties, and so I made I made that variety first, and then I came and got a little bit more fully dressed, and then did TikTok stuff. So you're gonna see a bit of Laika over the next like day or so. No, no, no. I bought the kind of gochujang that doesn't have any soy, no miso, no nothing in it. Because I am actually rather allergic to soy. It does not like my system. My system does not like it. So when it comes to like fermented bean paste, anything, I'm just like, I gotta make sure that that's not soy. I like living. I don't like having my guts feel like they're completely fucked. Oh, fuck yeah. Sorry. Sorry, soybeans. So, a lot of the stuff that I have right now is from Shein. I found that they fit me the best, and that they're reliable. But I'm also going forward going to probably put a lot of that on. How do I put this? I'm going to put it on the people who want to see it, to buy it, usually through like Throne or some of the other sites that I do. And then some of the stuff I actually make myself. So if you see something like it's good corsetry with my everything up to here, I made that. If it looks like a cosplay, it's very likely that I made that. So yeah. I am eating Korean rice cake with a little bit of a spicy peanut butter sauce that I made. But yes, if there are people out there who wish to buy things off of my throne room, so that I can make more content using those costumes, by all means, feel free. I'm roughly a size 2X, 3X. If you send me a small, I will laugh and it will not fit. Mmm. Mmm. Mm-hmm. So I'm eating Korean rice cake. And these are the kind that you can like grill. So you can put them on, hot pan. I like to do mine in a cast iron. Add a little bit of sauce to go with. It's like, it's soft, it's chewy, it takes a char really well. It can be very flavorsome. So yeah, I appreciate it. What's going on here? I am existing and decompressing after a long day of making content. I'm trying to decide if I want to make more content, or if I want to, like, take the night off. But yeah, because it's like I have recognized that I can do about one character per day when it comes to content making, because I make like a block of stuff, and then just like the idea of having to get switched out into Luna, I'm still trying to convince my brain of that. Although if I could find a hair tie, because I'm fucking sweating here. There we go. That's one way to talk. Yeah, I mean, that is definitely one way to state that. Yes. Yes, it is. What's over 300 pounds? Did you catch a fish or something? Thank you. I know, right? Like the ears sit so well on the head that boom, when you like pull the hair up around it, they blend right in. I absolutely adore them. So yeah, these are fitting comfortably. My lowers no longer fit, so I'm gonna have to like re-engineer those. Maybe get some dentine, or no, not dentine, dentach, and see if I can get something to work around that. Me and the voice of Violet fucking love that. My favorite movie? Oh. You know what I've been watching lately? Anna versus the Apocalypse, or Anna in the Apocalypse, like on repeat for the last day, along with The Mummy. So, one is like High School Musical meets Shaun of the Dead, and then the other one is every pansexual's panic movie going, everybody's hot. Yay! Oh, I'm so glad you got the extraction you needed, darling. Yes! Oh, and by the way, if I slip into a little bit more Leica has basically Sanguine's voice and tone and everything, but Leica, the distinction with Leica beyond the physical is Leica will do mean girl shit, will say mean girl shit, like... Leica works the cams for a reason in my head. So, yeah. Oh, your Chihuahua's making you watch Twilight again? Oh, no. How do you let your Chihuahua run your life like that? Ugh, let's blow out some of this god-awful hot air. But yes. Oh my god, I can't believe I got so much work done. Ugh. Okay, so Leica and Sanguine are roommates, like literally just roommates. And, like Sanguine makes most of Leica's clothing, especially for the cam work, because Leica is like a cam girl / content maker of that particular variety. She is very comfortable in who she is. She's incredibly comfortable in a lot of the stuff that she does, and she's always in charge. Where Inna Bathory is gently in charge of the entire situation, Leica is in charge of the situation. So you're gonna sit down, you're gonna shut up, and you're gonna do what the fuck you're told. Good boy. That's her attitude. And she's actually, in my storylines, she dates Vlad. That is her longtime friend / boyfriend. Yay! Ah! I'm so glad people stopped by. Ah, hello, darlings. But yeah, Leica has her boundary lines. They're just way out in the deep woods. As long as she's the one calling the shots, she's fine with it. So it is what it is. But yeah, she knows her bread and butter, and it's bitchy. And I love that, because it gives me more than one persona to have when I am doing that kind of content creation. Because I'm like, yes, I've got Inna, and she's that wonderful older woman. And of course, she'll give you plenty of things to do. Oh, aren't you just absolutely adorable? Very soft, older woman who has command. Whereas Leica is just raging bitch from practice. Well, not even raging bitch. No, just mean bitch from the word go. And, that's just her bread and butter. When she is on the calmer side, usually when she's, with Vlad, she's not doting, per se, and she still has that air of command. But Vlad is a very doting, submissive male type. So it's like, okay, yes, dear. Did you drink water? No, of course I'm not trying to. No, I want to make sure because, you yelled at me last time. I didn't remind you to drink water. So yeah, I'm having so much fun with it. Why would anybody support Twitler? That will never make any amount of sense to me. I'm definitely not seeing if you've written anything down below. I'm just seeing that, like, that one first, this one right here. The fact that anybody still supports him, especially after that absolute shit show that he pulled that cost 2 people their lives. Like, what the shit? Hey, how you doing, Sloth? Thank you so much. I just did a bunch of content creation, so I'm like, pulling the hair up because I am sweating so hard. Oh my god. But yeah, I had a lot of fun doing it. Oh, no worries, no worries. I am not concerned. Oh no, I share that same sentiment. If you support Trump, don't just unfollow me, block me. Block me, unfollow me. Like, if you, at this point, if you support that party, practically any party, and especially anybody who's bought and paid for by AIPAC, go ahead and block me. Like, unfollow me. Because both parties, especially all of the people owned by AIPAC, do not care and will harm us actively. And they also are supporting a G-side. So yeah, no, if you support that shit, you don't want to be around me. You don't want to be around me, because I'm going to be loud about that at some point or another. I have a very strong opinion, so yeah. Yeah, and no, but it's her prerogative to approach that as gently or as aggressively as she sees fit, especially with how vile that man. 34 felony counts. He does unspeakable things to children. He has been caught, judged, and proven to have SA'd and raped women, amongst so many other things. Like, yeah, no. Like, her aggression is warranted. Would I vote for... Fuck no! Fuck no! Would I vote for... Fuck no! Fuck her! Fuck her sideways and the fucking mule she rode in on. Fucking jackass cop that she is the reason that we have Sesta Fosta. Sesta Fosta doesn't just hit SWs. Sesta Fosta fucked the entire American public when it comes to privacy. Fuck that bitch. And she supports Cop City, which we now have over 48 of them bitches scheduled for here in the States who are being trained by IOF. Fuck that bitch. Oh, I'm sorry. The first part of my anger was at Trump. The second part was somebody asked if I would vote for Kamala Harris. Fuck no. Absolutely the fuck not. I didn't like her as the VP. But, like, you do any amount of research on her, and she is a horrible person. She is a terrible person, and she supports the G side as well. She is a cop first and foremost, a DA next. She was one of the biggest reasons that Sesta Fosta got pushed through, and that is what started this whole downhill roll to where we are, where our rights to privacy especially are completely fucked. She helped do that. She will continue on doing the things that harm the American public. So fuck no, I would never vote for her. Okay, so she is a COP first and foremost. And she loudly states that she wholly supports that. Which, At this point, we need to abolish them. But even if we were to try and reform, like she supports that shit. She makes me so angry. She makes me so angry. Next, she was a DA, district attorney, and they work in league with law enforcement. And she, in her track record, showed that she will definitely pony for the pigs instead of doing what's right. Then she got a hold of Sesta Fosta. And Sesta Fosta is because she deeply hates workers of the night. Deeply hates. She wants to practically hunt them. And I am so not even being facetious about that. She's the reason Sesta Fosta went through. Sesta Fosta eliminates a lot of our ability to have privacy. Just regular ass privacy here in the United States. And because that went through, a lot of our privacy went the fuck away. And it made it easier for more anti-privacy and anti-constitutional laws to be pushed through. So, yes, no, please, also do your own research. Absolutely also do your own research. I'm speaking of Kamala Harris. I despise her. Like, as a human being, I despise her. But yes, please, do your research as well. Do your research as well. Like, I can't even go through the litany of sin, and there's a lot of it. Beyond that, she also supports the G side that's going on. So there will be no change in how the blue and white is treated. If anything, she'll just keep doing what Joey Boy was doing. And that is terrible. Not to mention she supports the cop cities that we have planned here in the States, which are in the billions of dollars now for how much they are going to be spending on them. And the cops for Cop City are being trained by the IOF in militaristic ways to suppress civilian public. Not military, civilian public. So yeah, she can get wrecked. At this point, I might be looking at Jill Stein. I have really got to do background research and see what she supports. But that might be the only possible answer. If not, I'm fucking going to write in on that one. And overall, the bigger, like, we need to vote for the president. Oh God, we need to vote for the president. No, in the fuck we don't. No, in the fuck we don't. We actually don't need to vote for a president. We need to make sure that Congress is clean. If you can get Congress clean, Congress can pull a 25th Amendment and unseat the president. So, like, we aren't stuck if we can clean up Congress. Because right now, over 400 seats are dirty as shit and need to be, like, boosted. Because they're taking money. They're taking lobbyist money, AIPAC money, and corporation money. The fact that Biden stepped down was because billionaires on the Democratic council board, I don't know what the fuck you ever call them, but yeah, billionaire Democrats were going, Joey, you need to step aside. You're old, the health is declining, the brain is declining, you've got COVID again, you gotta step down. And he did. So fuck that. Oh yeah, we so need to get rid of AIPAC. We need to get rid of AIPAC and lobbyers. Like, and you should not be able to be a congressperson and then turn into a lobbyer. Like, that should be wholly illegal. Also, if we would simply hold Congress accountable for the insider trading that they are already doing with the stock markets, we don't hold any of them accountable. And that is 1,000%. It's illegal. It's like illegal. And we do nothing. And it drives me up a wall. I'm sorry. This is one of those ones that gets me hot. Oh, don't even get me started on RFK. Fuck RFK sideways. Another one of them. Fuck him. Fuck him. So, RFK Seemed like a halfway decent idea for about 3 seconds. And then it was found out that his mental health has hard, and especially in the last couple years, because of a cystic brainworm. He ate basically pork that wasn't cooked quite right, got himself a brainworm. Somehow the thing made it across the blood-brain barrier, got in there unalived, and created a cyst that created pressure and damage in the brain. And he is staunchly in the realm of anti-vax, because vaccines cause autism kind of thing. He is also friends with Twitler. So hell no. Oh, yas. But yeah, I'm small, I'm angry. Oh, no, hun. I'm gonna correct you as gently as possible on this particular statement. Palm-colored women are now afraid of becoming the handmaid. Black, brown, Asian, BIPOC, we are already living handmaids. We have been living Handmaid's Tale for the last several hundred years. Literally. Oh, I was doing some content creation. I had my fangs in, so yeah, no. This is all part of a look. I'm just really, really warm right now, so had to move that. That part. How are you gonna send billions with a B? Billions with a B, when we have got millions of children starving, millions of children going without lunch, dinner, breakfast, like millions and millions of people who desperately need help, whose social programs are so severely underfunded, it is fucking criminal. And yet he's writing blank check billions to a place that's creating a G-side. Oh, which, by the way, it's not that he's just giving them money. They are then basically laundering that money, turning around, giving it back to U.S. billionaires for weapons. It's a shell game. They are taking our money out, handing it to a G-side nation that then takes that money and hands it to billionaires' pockets, and those billionaires don't pay shit in taxes. Okay, welcome to the dark side. I think I'm properly energized. Jasmine Sherman is another one that I have been looking at. There's a few blank spaces in what they would do to do things, but that is another person I have definitely been looking at. So maybe, very much maybe. And Jasmine Sherman is non-binary, I believe. Just no big hit either way. I think they are non-binary. I think so. Yeah. He dropped out today, like a couple hours ago. Wrote a absolutely laughably lie-filled shit-tastic letter about, oh, this is the most wonderful thing I've ever done, and we're gonna continue to support, and we had so many gains under me. Bitch, we didn't get jack shit. You didn't stop the price gouging. You didn't hold these corporations to task. You took money from AIPAC like a little bitch. You didn't hold any of your Congress members accountable for jack shit. You came and glad-handed the wrong people, and then, motherfucker, you invited a G-side dictator to come talk here in the States like he's one of your fucking friends, and you put into place that anybody who tries to have an opinion against Nettie, that you're gonna arrest them if they disturb his visit. Are you fucking kidding me? Exactly. Yeah. That part. Sorry, I'm a little heated. Aww. New kittens. How cute. I do not know who Kimmy Dawson is, but I'll try to take that as a compliment. Pronouns today, they, them. Thank you so much for asking. I'm angry. I'm energized, but I also have been doing a lot of content, so it's peppered with happiness and giggles. Right? Like, nobody can survive on the salary that we have. Oh, okay. Okay, that's fucking cool. Thank you. Nice. I mean, the moment I saw who I saw as his VP, I was like, this is going to be a shit show. But I was hoping that they would be banal. And unfortunately, they were anything but banal while telling us, oh, but don't worry, it's going to get better for you. It's going to get better for you. I'm like, I'm actively watching it get worse for us, and you're not doing anything about it, you spineless cuck. Pardon. Wow. I'm sorry. That was angrier than I expected. Thank you. Yeah, that part. Because that's just a bad idea for everybody. Oh, spicy romance. I would definitely say check out AO3, Archive of Our Own. It's a place where people can write about anything, any fandom, I believe even original fandom. And I myself write about Call of Duty, because I'm horny and feral. Trying to think of I should ask one of my guy friends. I have a guy friend who reads voraciously romance novels. Funny enough, straight. He loves to read monster romance novels, and not the oh my god, I got taken by Cthulhu, but more like D&D with a plot and some hot to go with. So yeah, I know that there's definitely some fantasy ones out there that are really, really good romance that are also dorky, nerdy fantasy, which I love. I know, right? Honestly, I want a couple of days just to clear my brain and do some research, and then I can have a more salient opinion on who should step up, step forward, do all the things. Thank you, everybody. Thank you for all this love, the support, the gifts, the shares, the everything. Oh, yeah. So, I don't know how, but I got thrown over to D&D and Call of Duty cosplayer TikTok and just became obsessed with them. They are so sweet. They're so much fun. They're so much nice. And a lot of them, they know how to, play with, the feral without, going too deep for the most part. The ferals are a little bit much, but pardon as I pop this off. Oh my god. I want a necklace, but not that tight. Oh god. But yeah, I got obsessed with it, and then I started going over to AO3 and reading some of the stuff, and I'm like, okay, these stories aren't bad, but I bet I could do a lot more. So I started writing COD fanfic. And I swear to God, they were supposed to be one chapter. They're supposed to be short, cute, boop, there we go. Just get the horny thoughts out of my hand, and we'll let the feral go away. And instead, my brain went, oh, this has got to be a much longer story. So next thing you know, there we are. Oh god, no. Not libertarians. No. Libertarians are if Republicans got a little bit of za. That's it. They literally built a town that was overrun by bears because nobody wanted to help everybody. They don't function as a society. No. I think you can read AO3, no problem. If you want to actually publish stuff on AO3, I believe you do apply for an invite, and it only takes 2 or 3 weeks. They make sure that they only allow a certain amount in each day, so they can do a little bit of vetting and whatnot. Yeah, 1 chapter, 1 time. I'm up to 2 works, one with 5 chapters, one with 17. Yeah, oh no, there's gonna be so much reading. Thank you. There's gonna be like so much reading for this coming election. Like, hey Boston.
But yeah.
Korean rice cake with a spicy peanut butter sauce. I love how stretchy they are. Oh, no. When I say we're fucked, I'm not trying to be hyperbolic. I'm also not trying to cause panic. But I need people to understand that we've got to make some very, very serious, very big changes, and we can't afford to be, oh, it's fine, we can survive this, we'll just work. No, we gotta be active. We gotta be active. Mm-hmm. I'm sorry. I always wait till the last minute to see what my elder antichrist is. I'm sorry, that's funny. That's funny. Because you're not wrong. Because you're not wrong. You're fucking not wrong. Mm-hmm. Oh, elder anarchist. I don't know why, but I thought elder antichrist politician. I'm like, yeah, you sometimes do have to watch to see what they do, because they will tell you one thing and then they do the other. Like John Fetterman, who ran as a Democrat, and then when he was elected as a Democrat, and people went to fucking bat for that man. Like, regular constituents went to bat, defended him up and down. It's like, look, dude, he already knows that he has a learning difficulty. That's why we're doing some accommodations. He's got some hard of hearing. He's got some other stuff. So that's why we're, compensating. That's why we're making sure that he's, being given the accommodations that he needs, because that's what we all need, and da-da-da. And then he turns around and he goes, far Republican. I'm like, are you fucking kidding me? Yeah, exactly. And it's like, we do not, on so many levels. But yeah, like, I swear to God. Who is rapidly declining. Rapidly. It's not just, it's been 4 years. I've been paying a little bit more attention over the last several months. And even in the last several months, his speech pattern has changed significantly. And he is not enunciating or forming words the way he used to. At all. And it's a bad sign. Mm-hmm. Right. Oh, yes. I'm sorry. Some of it did come off because I was eating something that has oil on it. But the colors are Witches by Kat Von D. Absolutely love this lip stain. And then Sola Giovanni number 5. It's their kind of red tint. Oh, no. So I'm doing Leica. That's why I've got the ears on. I was doing Leica content today, so had on the ears, and that's why the lips are bitoned. Because if you've ever seen like a werewolf or a dog or something, the lips tend to be slightly different colors, almost bitone. So I was like, okay, let's do a bitone lip. Right? Oh my god. I swear, we need Muppets to explain politics at this point, just for some people to understand it, and honestly, I'd be here for it. Yeah, and because Parkinson's, especially in your older ages, Parkinson's can hit hard and very, very, very fast, especially when you're older, and it causes dementia-like symptoms at times. So, like, him being ousted was a combination of Democratic billionaires wanting him out because he's not doing good, and he is absolutely sucking in the popularity polls. He might be at about the same level, if not slightly below Twitler in popularity, in regular popularity, because of the shit he's pulled with the blue and white, and the way he is very much overlooked, the American people, the way he is absolutely screwed over veterans. Like, So much shit. He pulled so much shit. Oh, doing Bitone because I was doing Leica content, and Leica's a werewolf, so she has, a little bit of a redder lip and a little bit more of a pinker lip. Doo-doo. I'm gonna do more research. I'm definitely gonna do more research, and that's part of what I have been doing. But I'm looking at like Jill Stein and Jasmine Sherman, and I'm not just looking at who's popular enough to maybe take it. I'm like, no, I'm looking at who would be good, or at least a hell of a lot better for what we're doing. And so far, it looks like those two are the closest. Jill Stein, she, her. Jasmine Sherman, they, them. Just in case people need genders for them. Is she? Because I thought she was in the same room as the Russian president a few times. I just wasn't sure if that was like a political dinners and that stuff where they have no say-so over who shows up at those dinners. You just have to kind of show up. Yeah, but I'm like, there was rattlings, and I'm like, I gotta find out if that's actually the truth. Because, certain people will say anything, and it's like, did it really though? Oh, for fuck's sake. See, that's not good. I'm sorry, but if you are then going to be in charge of so much information, especially information that could be highly sensitive, I don't know. If you got loose lips when you aren't the president, that's already bad. But if you're president and you got loose lips, ooh, that's not good. That is not good. Oh, hell no. No. I don't believe in voting for the lesser of two evils, because these evils are almost the same. One of them is just a lot louder and shits himself on stage, and the other one is quieter and shits himself at home, going, oh god, I fucked up. I fucked up bad. Yeah, that part. I'm just like, that's why I'm like looking into her slowly, because I'm just like, some don't feel right, but not anything that's like really, really wrong. I just want somebody who's not supporting a G-side to begin with, first thing. That part, yeah, definitely. Oh yeah, we need to get rid of the two-party system. We need to, like, oust most of Congress. We need to get money out of politics. It needs to be illegal for ex-Congress people to become lobbyers. Like, there's a whole laundry list of shit we need to do. No, fuck Bernie. Fuck Bernie. I'm sorry. He's very old. He is also in decline. And, Bernie has had his anti-black moments, and I'm really, really tired of politicians getting away with being loudly anti-BIPOC and telling us to literally wait our turn. And I can't. I just can't. No, I'm wearing just my little black dress from Shein. Doing the ears because I was doing Leica today. But yeah, thank you so much for saying that. I think he should have stepped down a year ago. Honestly, I think he should have stepped down at least a year ago. Because a year ago we could see something wasn't right. Like, majorly not right. Yeah. The fact that he basically handed support to Twitler on a silver tray. Absolutely the fuck not. Yes, we do. We 1,000% need age limits for serving in Congress. If they can force us to retire at 65 because they know that our quality of work is severely in decline, that is not the time for Peepaw and Meemaw to start also running a country that they are not going to be around when the shit really hits the fan on some of their bad ideas. I think Supreme Court should never have a lifelong appointment, especially when it is proven that they are deeply corrupt and taking bribes from billionaires and listening to multi-millionaire, multi-billionaire pastors. If it's ever found out you do that kind of shit, you should be ousted so quick. Your ass should make skid marks on the pavement in front of the building. Yeah, we pretty much do. We pretty much do. Hello! Hello, Washington. We pretty much do have to start from scratch. Mm-hmm. And here's the thing. We don't need to defeat the big people by actually ousting them. We need to defeat the big people by getting Congress, like, scrapped. And making local, county, like, city, county, state changes first. Yeah, that part too. Oh, goodness. I heard that. I'm like, what in the Bond villain is that shit? And he thought he wasn't gonna get caught. It's literal gold bars. Literal. Oh, yeah, no. Like, extremists are just fucking awful, and we need to stop. We need to stop calling anybody who wants shit to get done an extremist, because Black Bloc is an extreme organization, but Antifa isn't. Antifa is literally just anti-fascist. Antifa existed in World War I, World War II. But like, not everybody is extremist, but like, we don't have media literacy like we used to, so like, trying to explain certain things is a pain in the ass. I've been doing SW about 3-4 months at this point. I'm literally just getting started, but my areas of expertise, I've had that experience for a couple decades now. Menendez. Menendez? Yeah. Yeah. Well, and here's the thing. A lot of these older politicians, when somebody goes, oh my god, but then how are the elderly ever going to get their needs met? We need older... I'm like, no, we don't. No, in the fuck we don't. Look at how many old people we have right now in Congress, and none of them are doing anything to protect our vulnerable working class elderly at all. In fact, they are making it harder for the elderly to live. So no, we need not only term limits, but age limits in Congress. Right. Oh my god. You know what? I hope they teach the Grape of Tamar. I hope they teach Leviticus. I hope they actually teach the first 5 books of the Bible word for word. Because there are going to be plenty of kids going, that doesn't seem right. I mean, we need to start teaching more media literacy just to begin with. Actually, none. Or at least never like legal trouble, just always within family, but I never got in much trouble at all. Funny enough. And if it was over like getting a B or getting a C. It was nothing exciting. Hello. Thank you, darling. Ew. Talcum powder or diatomaceous earth, which is basically very small ground up fossils. It gets into their breathing system. It shreds their joints. So yeah, it's like diatomaceous earth or talcum powder. Both are fantastic. Cinnamon is also another good way because it has such a strong scent, and ants work on scent. Yeah, very, like abusively strict, yes. Which is funny, because now I got a backside like a mule. Thank you, darling. Candace Owens. Really? Dresses from Shein. Thank you. I think it was only about $20 or so. No pockets, but it's absolutely fantastic, and I love these sleeves. Ba, ba, ba. And fuck Candace Owens, by the way. She is so deeply, wildly anti-black, homophobic, married to a palm-colored supremacist far-right Republican. She is a terrible person, and she is not smart. So, yeah. I'm sorry, sometimes when I'm heated, I miss a little something, something. Okay, yeah. Oh, I'm thinking of her. Oh, God, I'm sorry. My brain, Candace Owens, I'm thinking the not-so-smart black woman. Okay, you met the girl from DJ, Full House. She's also not overly smart. But that's a whole different thing, and that's more of an opinion level shit with me. Oh, no worries. No worries. Like, again, I sound a little bit fiery, but for the most part, like, this discussion I understand as it's going to be a heated discussion because it's a political discussion. But there, by no means is anybody going to be, like, in trouble or anything like that. So, no, you're good. You're good. No, you're fine. Seriously, you're fine. I would much rather have a spirited discussion than no discussion, because honestly, we need to have these moments. And sometimes people are just, like, misinformed. Like, sometimes I am misinformed. So, like, by all means, feel free to, like, double check all of my work. Like, I don't find that offensive for somebody to double check something that I've said. Because sometimes I will hear a fact or I will hear a thing, and it's either a fact that is just a well-traveled misinformation, or I heard something wrong and my brain processed it wrong, and then it's like, that makes more sense. I gotta change what I thought. So yeah, just because you change your mind on something doesn't mean you're a terrible person. In fact, the best people change their mind when they have better information. Oh my God. Tell me that wasn't messed up. Like, I knew shit was shady for a while, like something wasn't right for a while, and I knew about, like, some of that stuff. I did not know about a great majority of that. And honestly, my brain just went, like just gave me blank tones after a while, because I'm like, can somebody please save the children, because this is frightening. Yeah. For the most part. And if I have, like, a really, like, a solid, you're never gonna get me to change, I will state it, and then go, and if you do not like it, by all means, block me, unfollow me, do what you gotta do so our algorithms don't meet up. There are incredibly... I want to say that there are incredibly few things that I am so hardcore about that there is, like, literally no room to even discuss it. And most of those hit the trigger of being a predator towards children. When you do that, my brain goes, there's no discussion. You stop hurting kids or I start hurting you. Like, that is the only thing that goes on in my brain when those kind of things come up. Oh yeah, no. None of those people got nearly enough time. They were, what they did to those kids? Oh God, no. Yeah, no. It wasn't just him. They were talking about, like, people who facilitated that stuff, people who, like, covered over that stuff, people who were also doing that stuff. Like, it was so many. Right, I freaking love this thing! I actually drink water now, like, more days than not. So, this came from Discount HQ. Thank you. And it has, like, your measurements, your time, your refill, and it's like, well, okay, well, shit, okay. And I'm like, I only have to drink a little over an inch of water in an hour, and I could do that in a go, so. But yeah, like, there's not a whole lot of things that, like, I'm like, oh no, we cannot discuss, or we cannot have a salient conversation about it. What the blue and white is doing to the watermelon people is, like, one of those things. And yeah, child predators. Yeah, I don't discuss them kindly at all. At all. Child predators make me rage. Just rage. Because no child should ever have to go through that, especially when there are so many adults around them, and the amount of times you hear about adults not listening to their kid. Oh, you know, your uncle didn't mean it that way. Oh, you know, just relax. Grandpa wasn't trying to put his hand where it didn't belong. You're just too wiggly. That's a whole ass child. You should be talking to your adult. Right. Right, that part. Aw, thank you, darling. I was doing some Leica content today. My hair was down. It was nice and foofy. So yeah, the nails are on and have the whole towel. It's so cute. Like, honestly, if I ever caught a guy friend intoning some of that shit, I'd be going to jail. I would be going to jail. I do not care. I'd be going to jail. That part! Fucking that part! That part! Like, I just, oh my god, yeah, just, Thank you, darling. Thank you so much. I was doing some content filming earlier today. You're gonna see a lot of Leica for the next couple days, and then you're gonna see a lot of Leica some other places. Just be warned. Again, everything's turned up to 11. It's a very different thing. So, safe and friendly-ish stuff is gonna be here. Other stuff elsewhere. Right, aren't they adorable? And I love this little Kanzashi because they've got these little tiny ass jingle bells, and they are so cute. That part. And that is one of the major reasons I was like, oh, I gotta get the fuck out of there. Cause yeah, no, like when you hear that come out of a religious person's mouth, are you kidding me? Are you kidding? And they do it to children. They tell children that you're supposed to forgive the person who violently wrecked your life, often who was a member, and then you are blamed for making them weak and tempting them. You can't tempt a person who doesn't like doing that to children. You can't tempt them. Why? Because a person who's not into children is not going to take the bait when a child does that. Fucker. Like, oh, yeah. Mm-hmm. Yep, they are gaslighting pros. Right. Oh my god, you've got daddy issues. Oh, so you also agree that it's his fault, not mine. Thank you. That's my response to those. Right, it is. It really, really is. It is an absolute shame that they weaponize religion like that, but they've been doing it for, like, centuries now at this point. That part, having to dress differently around certain family members. Oh my god, I feel that. I fucking feel that. Oh, thank you so much, darling. I really appreciate that, Shay. I'm sorry, Shay. Right? That part. See, this is why when it comes to, like, dress codes, especially, like, in grade schools, no, there really don't need to be dress codes in grade school. Because they're kids. And if you're finding children that distracting for wearing a spaghetti strap, for wearing a strap that looks like this, not only do you need to be under the PE field, you need to be 12 feet under the PE field. Thank you. No, these actually fit really well. I think if I had some dentach, it would be even an even cleaner fit. My lowers no longer fit correctly, unfortunately, so I've got to figure out those. But yeah, it's like, for the most part, I don't wear them when I have my fangs in, and I had the big canines in today, so yeah. Thank you. I was making Leica content today, so I had on the ears. Just kind of kept them. Damn, send them to Canada. Fuck. I hate that shit. I hate that shit. I really hate that shit. And honestly, I think the only time, like, parents really did something is when you, like, embarrassed them enough that they're like, oh, you're running your mouth too much, kid. We gotta do something to distract. But yeah. Oh, nice. Thank you so much. Thank you for sending me the pictures. So, how's everybody doing? What's going on? Sorry, it's dorky, I know. That part. They practically need video evidence while it's happening. I am so glad you found us. Do I like cats? Yes, as an idea, I do like cats. I do not have cats. But I have cats. I have a mild allergy, so like the longer I'm around them, the more it affects me, unfortunately. Ooh. Grilled Korean rice cake. I've got some minced garlic. I've got a really nice spicy gochujang sauce. Peanut butter, spicy. So yeah, it's nice. Just a little bit of here, a little bit of there. Because I still think I want to do a little bit more content filming today, but it's like, I needed food. No worries, no worries. Pardon as I look down and quickly paint my fingernails. So, what shall we discuss? What shall we talk about? We can talk about so many things. Hot Asian men that can't keep their shirts on. Hot Irish men that can't keep their shirts on and have tattoos. Call of Duty cosplayers who I wish couldn't keep their shirts on. You know, the usuals. I literally just ran across this this content creator, Irish, from literally the back of his head all the way to almost his ears, neck, and all the way down, tattooed, in some of the most gorgeous work that I have seen. Like, focus on geometrical work. It is so glorious, and he's like dorky. He's nerdy. He wears one of those, the elven leaves from Lord of the Rings. And he doesn't take himself seriously. And I looked at the universe and went, that one. You see that one? See that one? That one's the blueprint. If I can get one like that, or if I could get that one, I won't say that that's not a choice that y'all could make for me. I'm just saying. But like, if we get one of those, but over here, yes, please. Right. You're not wrong. You're not wrong, Billy. You're not wrong. Watch, not watching. Mm-hmm. Like, am I? Those are some ring attire. Yep. You're like, I could knock everything off of a standing table right now. Oh, I heard something was going on, like she was being canceled, but what is going on with Hunya? Cause I thought she made some fun music, but like I don't necessarily follow her very, very closely. Trying to get this down real quick and then I'll go scroll back. Oh no. Oh hell no. Oh, I'm so sorry that you went through that, honey. Thank you. And actually I need to reapply the combo. No problem with watching. Yes! Oh my god. I know exactly what you're talking about, and I can never remember his damn name, and I'm bad at spelling anyways. I can remember people's faces, I can remember the shit they wore. I suck ass at remembering names, but I know exactly who you talking about. Oh! 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 I'm just saying. They had some incredibly fine-ass men on that show. Holy shit. Fine as fuck. Fine as fuck. Just damn. Absolutely glorious. Of course, then again, I mean, TikTok has also spoiled me because I'm over on TikTok, Book Talk, Mass Talk. Kind of, it's not the Venn diagram isn't a circle, but damn, it's close. So, like, when you're over there, Masked Man Talk also covers biker talk, like with the helmets and everything, and some of those bikers, sir, you need to put those away. I don't know why you're showing off all that and covering up everything else. Well, god dang. Just like forearms for Revan. Mask on, tight t-shirt, nice snug fucking jeans. I'm just like, I ain't never wanted to be a backpack so bad in my entire fucking life. I'm just like, is this a straight people thing that they call them backpacks? Because I'm thinking of a backpack from like the queer and like this community. I'm like, oh, you're a backpack. Okay, you bring your own. We got, oh, a backpack means something to, oh, a backpack is you gotta, oh, why do I want to be one of those now? Swiper, no swiping. Thank you, darling. Right. I swear to God, when I got thrown over to like Masked Man / Call of Duty cosplayer TikTok, it was wild to me because I'm just like, I thought I was doing a lot of D&D stuff. How did I get here? How did that happen? How did that happen? Why am I here? I'm not complaining. It's where I found a 6'10" Koenig, and I'm just going, can I climb it? Can I climb it? Oh no, only unalive waits for me? I'll take the chance. I'll take the chance. I'll take the chance. Good. Like feral. Yes, I am feral. But I also really, 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 really appreciate Call of Duty and biker talk, because they go out of their way to very much create an environment where everybody knows that minors are not welcome. They are not supposed to interact. If you don't have like your age listed in your bio, they will not interact with you. Like, they're in on the joke, and I appreciate it, but I also appreciate that they are protecting themselves and their community. Harden as I can. I'm just putting on a layer of... Yes! Yes! See, like, the little blonde chick doesn't do anything for me. I don't know what it is. Doesn't do anything for me. But, Bradley Thornton, I absolutely adore him. And the skill is impressive. Like, the skill to be able to hit in such a straight line and have that kind of endurance and stamina, like, that is impressive. But he's also, like, fun and dorky and doesn't take himself overly serious, which I appreciate. I've eaten Maruchan ramen. It's been a very long time since I've eaten Maruchan ramen. I don't know where the word ramen come from. Oh, wait, no. Slightly different reason. Not everybody needs to know. Mostly because that's what I'd like Koenig to do for me. What? But yeah, I'm just saying. I'm just saying. But no, what is happening with Hayuni? Or Hunya. Sorry, Hunya. Ooh, I would say Bulldog is one of the best. The Balduk. Bulldog is one of the better ones. Maruchan is like, it's the stuff that you would get in school. It's basically a knockoff version-ish of Cup of Noodle. Yeah, it's very pre-made for the most part. And the noodle quality is, it'll get you through the day, but it won't impress you. Whereas Bulldog, on the other hand, they've got like a really good noodle that has a good chew to it. Very much so. And yeah, like they give you a lot of ways that you can zhuzh those bowls up. But like Maruchan and Cup of Noodles, their noodles are just they're there, but they're not impressive. Which guy? Oh, he who shall... Is he really still talking about me? Seriously? No, I haven't listened to any of the new Childish Gambino. I didn't realize that he had come out with anything until a little more recently, so I've been finally seeing him pop up on my YouTube, so I might actually go in on that. Yeah. Well, I mean, there's a lot of sodium in it, and the high amount of sodium is the reason I only use like half the packet, and I tend to pour off most of the water and then add in my own flavorings. Because if I'm going to have that much sodium in my diet, I'm going to do it right with like meats and cheese and you know, extra proteins and veggies and all that kind of good shit. I get that a lot, and I'm actually really jazzed by the fact that I remind people of people that they have a fond remembering of. Oh, of course he does. Of course he does. Of course he does. See, that's my little narcissist. I'm gonna just start calling him that because apparently he's obsessed with the fact that I'm not obsessed with him, and that's apparently gonna be a whole ass thing. But yeah, no, like he's gonna run lip. He's literally gonna run lip. Don't worry. No. Let people talk. Please let people talk. Because I'm unfazed by it. B, I'm unsurprised about his obsessive level. I let him go. I let him the fuck go. Oh, you're welcome. You're welcome. He hasn't said shit to me. That's the whole thing. Is like, he hasn't said shit to me. He hasn't apologized. He hasn't been the better person. He's the one that has me blocked on everything, and I leave it that way. I literally just leave it that way. I am so lazy, I cannot be asked out to look up his name to mutually block him back. I just go, okay, cool. I know his MO. I'm just going to go ahead and let him block on everything, because there's no way in hell he will unblock me, because that would mean he was wrong on some level. And I don't care. Okay, that's a good pickup line. You remind me of pneumonia. You take my breath away. Right, that part. Oh, thank you so much. Oh, he who shall not be named, Yo-Yo, whatever his name is, Mr. Bizarre Adventures over there. I mean, he's wrong for a lot of things, but he's mostly wrong for the way he treated not just myself, but several other people, including the person who quietly called him out in private. And then he decided that he was going to be a raging jackhole and drug it into public. Which is, like, that's the whole thing, is like, he was disrespecting me out loud in public on his lives on multiple occasions, and then he did so with me in his live. And I was helping to boost the comments, and I was doing all the tappies. You know, I wasn't on live with him because he was on live with the woman that he's obsessed with right now, his girlfriend. Fine. But he was like loudly and violently disrespectful of me during that live to prove how much I didn't matter and how badly he wanted her. And I'm like, so yeah, like, no, it's just, like, he's 30 fucking years old and acting like he's 15, and I am so not here for that. So, yeah, nah. Like, he can wander by, like, I don't care. Like, like, the amount of level of I don't care, Because A, I don't want to fuck him. He is not my type. I like my type to have some emotional maturity, so that if I ask you to go left, you go left, instead of going, oh my god, I already know what I'm doing, why are you yelling at me? I'm not yelling at you, I just asked you to go to the left, because that would feel better, but okay, now you're gonna curve it to the right. Okay, fuck it, fine, whatever. Like, no, he never had a chance, and that's the part I find hilarious, because he's railing like I am some weirdly obsessed ex-girlfriend who's so desperately, and I'm like, no, I'm the one who set boundaries in the first place. I'm the one who said, hey, if you're under 30, nope, sorry, no. After 30, maybe we can talk, sure. But before 30, absolutely no. No. And then he pulled all that, and I was like, oh yeah, no. Like you heard my hips hinge shut. Like there was a Windows shutdown noise. Like, of course they are. Of course they are. One of the biggest reasons he started going live with me, I think, at this point, was because of how many of y'all show up on a regular basis and enjoy it. Whereas he's got a following that's literally 5 times as big as mine, and yet he gets maybe half a dozen people, maybe a dozen people who show up. Like, no tea, no shade, but like, his people show up. Y'all show the fuck up. And I'm like, I guess he was hoping to be able to parlay off of that, but it didn't work out. So, I don't know, grow a personality, grow some interesting. I don't know if you can grow interesting, but you know what I mean, right? Like, find something that people gravitate towards and do that. Don't, like, try and knock that shine from somebody else so you can hopefully get some of that fairy dust on yourself and then you can go flit away. Like, what the fuck? I'm sorry, he did what? You can do a lot towards me, and I will shake it the fuck off. Because I do not give a fuck. I am trauma-informed and probably a little emotionally broken on a few levels. On the other hand, threatening people, especially just because they happen to follow you and somebody else that you don't necessarily like, but didn't have like a blood feud with or some shit. Like, what the fuck? Oh, of course he is. Of course he is. You know what? No, I'm not even gonna go over there, because I don't care. Because either he's going to be cock-crowing some shit that was said in private and should have stayed in private, or he's gonna try and run mouth to garner sympathy. Either way, I'm not playing his little shitty game. Who is he? He's a pissant. He is a narcissist who got his claws into me. We were friends. We did flirtathons and whatnot. They were just good fun. And he basically tried to drag his dick through everything that had a heartbeat, filling his empty, very sad little life to the brim with distractions, all while fiending for a cosplayer that he is now currently dating as his girlfriend. But because he and I had such good chemistry on lives, people thought that he and I might be an item. And he's the one who told me not to dissuade anyone away from thinking that. Because I was going, I'm not sure what to do with this. And he's like, well, we can do this one of two ways. And the way that we chose was that, neither one of us really said anything to dissuade the other. We tended to do the short little, oh no, we're just friends, friends with banter, friends with benefit, that kind of thing. So he started being loud and very rudely disrespectful of my existence on his lives to impress the new girl. Which, by the way, if any of you penguins ever target the new girl, especially the teeth, especially the appearance, especially anything that has to do, like, physical shit, absolutely not. Absolutely in the fuck not. Do not do that. He decided he was gonna start fucking running mouth and being disrespectful on his lives of me to impress her. He did that while I was in one of his lives. I was basically where you guys are. I was in the comments, keeping the banter going, keeping the taps and like going, and he went off on like a minutes-long rant about how I was nothing to him, that I meant nothing to him, that I was not a potential partner, this, that, and the other, just loudly, so that the new girl could see and be impressed with his puffery. And so my brain decided to go, we're gonna shut down now, because if we process what he just said, rage. And so my brain kind of shut down, but my friend's brain didn't shut down, and they called him out. They went to a private chat, and they pointed out that what he did was wildly hurtful and incredibly rude. And he decided to take that into a more public space in a shared chat room with about a dozen other people. So when he calls up, a bunch of people answered. I sure as fuck didn't, but a bunch of people answered, including the person who had called him out in private. And he sat there screaming and yelling and losing his shit and railing. I know, because on Snap, when you look at your phone, it'll sort of show you what's already going on, and you can decide if you want to go in or not. And I already saw him going off, and I'm like, I can't handle yelling right now, because I will break something. So I walked away from that. And then we had a short discussion afterwards, because he wanted to know how much my friend had told me about his outburst. And I'm like, dude, I was sitting in the room. Well, I think I just need to step back from this friendship. I think I just need to really step, back from this friendship. I'm like, I'll wait. And so he stepped back and went on a merry fucking jaunt and gone and done. And I was like, fucking finally. Because he went and he blocked the friend who called him out on everything the day of. And then me, the next day, I'm like, hey, by the way, can I go ahead and just get that scan of my ticket for BlurredCon? Because he had already blocked me in one place. I'm like, I'm going to need the scan. He sent me the scan of my ticket. And then he blocked me on everything after he had also paid back the $100 in groceries that I had sent to him because he was starving. And funny enough, I was the one that was out of the job at that particular point in time when I had sent him the cash, and he had not paid me back for months at that point. So apparently he's been running lip a lot. Not just a little, but a lot recently. Mm-hmm. The friend who had originally called him out, I made sure that she got to BlurredCon, because I know I wasn't going to be able to make it, but I knew that they were a lot closer and they already had transport and everything, so I gave that friend the ticket. And funny enough, that friend made sure that they paid me in a prompt fashion for that ticket. And apparently on the last day of BlurredCon, some friends tried to surprise her, the friend who had called Jackass out, with Jackass and new girlfriend. On the last day of BlurredCon. So he was already talking a lot of shit before BlurredCon, and apparently he's been talking shit at BlurredCon, and apparently now he's talking more shit after BlurredCon. I want to go to BlurredCon so bad right now, out of spite. And that is coming up in March. I'm definitely a vibe, and then some. Right? Yeah, no, they're this cute little dangly peach earrings. I absolutely adore them. Okay. I mean, let's get me financially stable and let's go. Sorry, I'm going back and just reading some things in case there were questions. Oh, yeah, I guess a lot of people didn't know why we stopped being friends. It's because he started being a jackass. And the funny thing is if he were to approach me, I'd let him talk. I'd absolutely let him talk. And then I'd dress him down like a white woman. Oh, okay, so BlurredCon is more focused on black representation within media, especially across comic books, manhwas, cartoon, film, television, fantasy, the whole nine. So yeah, it's not just for black people. It is literally just, we are the focus, but anybody can show up and enjoy in the everything. I promise I'll be doing more sewing. I love that. It was a good song. It was a good song. No, not nearly. Not even nearly. So I have a lot of diversity when it comes to the things that I do, and I am still like applying to regular jobs as well. But I make spicy content. It's a medium spicy for the most part. I make spicy content. There are ways to find that. I think you're clever. And then I also do, of course, here content creation. I've been working on, writing, reviews, all that other kind of stuff. It's a matter of getting that up and like full speed running. Oh yeah, no, I think you would absolutely adore it, and I believe the next BlurredCon is coming up in March, early March of next year. Hi! Oh, honey. I'm sorry that you thought you had to step away for any reason, whether you thought you were stepping away to protect me or just because the whole thing was uncomfortable. I'm sorry you ever really had to go through that. Like, he should not have put you in that kind of position. That's and that's why I always said, like, if you like my content and you like his content, I'm not gonna beef. I'm not gonna beef. If you like content, you like content. And for the most part, he's banal. He doesn't have the clout, he doesn't have the power, he doesn't have the actual platform to like do anything in that particular regard. Like, I never cared if people liked his brand of whatever he was doing and my brand of whatever the fuck I was doing. That was never that was never a thing that was like, oh no, if you like my stuff, you can't like his. No, fuck that. If you like it, you like it. Fine, fuck it, go. We're just goofy, dorky ass content creators. Like, have fun with it. But the fact that he would sit there and fucking threaten y'all with that's fucked up. And you know why it's fucked? Here's the funny thing. It's fucked up because he's loud and angry and aggressive, and trolls know how to bait his dumb ass so hard. Like, it doesn't take nothing to bait him. And I've watched it in real time. So, like, I know it takes nothing to bait him. And so he feeds them. He feeds them like a fucking buffet. And then, blames me and my penguins for people pointing out that he's being a piece of shit, that he was a piece of shit, that his girlfriend is this, that, and the third, which I do not agree with body shaming her in any fucking variety ever. Don't body shame him either. Like, if you're gonna go for something, go for somebody's ethics. Go for the way they treat people. Go for the way they act, not the way they look. Hey! Hello, darling. How are you doing? I'm glad you found me again. Oh! These, I know that I got them on, okay, so I had these up on Throne Room, and one of our lovely penguins, bought these for me. It also has a little tail to go with, but I would say, like, look around. You can find them for very inexpensive on, I think Shein carries them occasionally. Temu will definitely carry them, but, you know, you gotta watch out for your quality there. But yeah, like, there's a lot of places you can find these for rather inexpensive. And ears and tail combo is something like $30. So ears alone usually sells for about 10 to 12. Yeah. Honestly, it's just, I need to get, you know, good financially stable so that I can pay all of my bills and then also put money together for that. Yeah, like, the fact that he did that. Ugh. We're talking about JoJo, and apparently he's been threatening penguins or people who like my content as well as his content, and that's not acceptable. That's really not acceptable. Like, ugh. Yeah, Amazon as well. I try not to give anything to Amazon only because of how poorly they treat their workers. There's a lot of ethics issues involved with Bezos. But honestly, I know that, like, sometimes there's nowhere else you can find a thing, so I'm not judging you for using Amazon. Seriously. Yeah. Hello, darling. Apparently threatening them because sometimes they are calling him out on his viciousness and his inability to keep my fucking name out of his mouth. Like, he want to talk fuck shit, and then is surprised that people are like, dude, you're talking fuck shit, and she doesn't talk about you, or they don't talk about you, or we don't talk about you, my dude. We don't care nearly enough with your 8.5 inches of mediocre curve. Because that was his thing for the longest time, and I didn't care. I think that was one of the first things that got under his skin. He's like, 8.5, it curves, 8.5, scenic route. And I'm like, I played with the joke a few times, but like all things that aren't really impressive, I just kind of got done with it. And just went, meh. Oh, nothing happened per se this time other than he is apparently running his mouth and now threatening penguins on his live, which that part, you can talk all kinds of shit about me and I will not care. It's when you start, like, threatening people who are not a part of this that don't sit with me. Oh, I had not thought. If you can find that song, just DM me one of the little things, and that way I can use the sound, because at this point I might need to. We fell off back in March, and apparently he's been on some fuck shit, like, for months now. Yeah, like, I don't even give a fuck what he's saying about me. I am upset that he is threatening people over simply following me and also following him. That's not working for me. I'm sorry, that is absolutely, I love that. Gags in Ace. I love you for that. That is funny as fuck. Right, I'm miss the flirt-a-thons too, but I think I could find better partners, and hopefully I will find better partners, but I'm going to do a lot more vetting this time around, so yeah. And yeah, like I understand wanting to be able to make a living here on TikTok, but like, yeah, the way he goes about it, and the way he a number of times used my followers to make sure that he was fed, to get his bills paid for, to make sure that, you know, his shit was taken care of. Angry. Thank you! Oh my god, you're so freaking right. You're not... Suddenly, I kind of need a Shigo Zentai, maybe? I'm just saying. Maybe I should work on that. I'm just saying. But I've got some other stuff I need to work on first, but I like the way you think. So initially what caused the fall off? JoJo. What initially caused the fall off was apparently he was being very loud and very disrespectful of my existence, telling his future girlfriend how much I didn't mean to him, how I was never a partner, how I was never even a potential partner, how I was nothing, that it was nothing like that. And it was vitriolic. It was very vitriolic. And apparently it had happened a few times before the live that I happened to be in, when I was in the comment section and I was helping with the banter and I was making sure he was getting all these likes and loves. And his likes when I was busy typing weren't going anywhere. So overall, I calculated that I did about 12,000 likes before somebody asked a question like, oh, hey, aren't you in Sanguine, blah, blah, blah? And he went off. He went off on a tirade. And it was minutes long. So again, it's that he's been loud and very publicly disrespectful of me. And then every time somebody called him out in private, he again drags things back into public to be disrespectful of me yet again. So, yeah. Yes, I'm definitely going live tomorrow. Penguins, and not only is it the penguins are reporting back every now and again going, are you okay? Is something going on? I'm like, I have no idea. Did you blah, 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 blah? I'm like, nope. Nope. Or sometimes the trolls will come in because the trolls think, you know, if we can poke just right, I'll melt down and have like a big thing about this where I, you know, curse the heavens and, you know, just lose my shit. And that's the fucking funny thing is I literally so don't care that I'm just like, meh, and they go away empty-handed. But the moment they go over there and go, oh, do you know what Sanguine has said? And they could say whatever. Like, apparently, I was saying that his girlfriend's teeth were fucked up. And I'm like, why would I say that? Have you seen my teeth? I literally had to have all of my teeth pulled. I would never, ever remark or note on somebody else's physical appearance because A, it doesn't matter, and B, it's fucking rude, and C, the fuck? Yeah. Well, no. He had other partners, and they left. And I see why. I honestly see why. Oh, no. Oh, honey, don't worry. I never needed him. I never wanted him. It was not that kind of thing. But yeah, no, apparently his ego is very bruised because I didn't need him, and I didn't want him. And now he's got a girlfriend who he should be focusing on, but instead of focusing on his significant other, he is focused on the one he didn't get to drag his dick over. No! Oh, God, no! No. A, he was far too young. Far too fucking young. And the way he comported himself proved that he did not have the emotional maturity that I would need for a relationship, especially of that variety. So while we had fun banter times, flirt-a-thons, that kind of stuff, to me, he was not ever a potential partner because he did not have the things that I would need in a potential partner. He had two. He had two partners. One partner left him for one reason, and and then another partner left him a couple months later for other reasons. And, you know, he tried to blaze his way through a bunch of people who, I guess, apparently some of that didn't work out, which made him incredibly ragingly bitter. And, I apparently was just the last straw in his little pea brain. And he's a narcissist. He is a narcissist. Admittedly, he is a narcissist. And I didn't play his game. And when you do not play a narcissist game, that pisses them off to an incredibly high amount, to the point where it at times can reach obsession. Who, huh? Again, we were only a good duo on screen. Off screen, it was drier. I tried being a friend. It was not that whole thing. Oh yeah, he definitely gives off that kind of vibe at times. So the flirtathons were much more two Geminis being able to play off of each other's energy, because we are mirrors to each other. But, like, that's all they were. They were flirty flirties, and I thought that I had a really great, deepening platonic friendship that was gonna be, like, fun and epic and, you know, keep it guessing. You know those old Hollywood couples where they're not married, they don't date, they're not fucking, but they have that perfect on-screen chemistry, and you're like, wow, these two are just so much fun. And, like, that's what I thought that was gonna be. And just, like, each time the chemistry got harder and harder and harder to, like, keep going. Yeah, no, and there, trust me, there were plenty of people who were like, Sanguine, are you sure? And I'm like, don't worry, it's not as bad as it seems, and it's not what it's all good. And, yeah, just, like, the way he has comported himself, especially in the last couple weeks, like, that tells me I dodged some of the world's biggest frickin' bullets. Yes! Very much like, yeah. Or like, Hugh Grant and, Daniel Craig Daniels, I can never remember his damn name, but 007, yeah, like, yeah. Oh, okay. So how did I not play his game? I didn't fawn over his dick. And trust me, he threw it a lot. I didn't fawn over it. When I started doing online stuff, spicy, I had a nice, really nice private client. He was also trying to start his, or get back into his groove of SW. And apparently not a lot of bites. But I do a very specialized thing that is, you know, about control. And I got a very, very polite, nice client who followed all of my rules, who was incredibly nice and polite, got me my demonia boots, got me a very nice professional flogger, and then also a decent sum of money on top of that for the session. And it was actually one of the more banal but absolutely lovely sessions. But yeah, like, I was really excited because this client books me, like, the night before. I see the message in the morning. I'm like, oh my god, I have a client. Awesome. Yay. And they're like, wait, what? And so I told him about the client. And he was very interested and pissed off. And I did not let his do anything to me. I'm just like, I don't know why. I don't know why he's upset. He's got his own career that he could be working on. Like, why is he upset at me for having a client? And when I came back, he's like, oh, so how was it? How was it? Like, he wanted to know detail. And I'm like, oh, it went really well. You know, they were really nice. I can't go into too much, but you know, yeah, no, they were really great. It was a nice session, and they were ever so polite, and I really appreciated them. I was so pissed. I was so pissed. Like when I would get dressed up to like, okay, like I'm gonna go take some pictures. I'm gonna do some content. I would go into very specific chat rooms he was a part of, and other people were too, and I would make sure that I had more than just him on. I was like, hey, is this a good outfit? Does this work? You know, can you help me with positioning? I want to make sure that I'm making really good, content. I want to make really good pictures, all that kind of good stuff. And funny enough, the friend who had called him out, or who would call him out later on, the friend who had called him out does photography and was like helping me with positioning and helping me get the right, look going on so that I would be able to like really get some good content. And he would sit there and, oh my God, oh wow, ooh, oh yeah, woo, like making a lot of noise so people would pay attention. And I just didn't pay attention. I was like, oh yeah, thank you. Hey, thanks guys, thank you all for helping me out and da-da-da. So like, I literally just didn't give him attention like he wanted attention. And when he saw that I was doing things that I wanted that made me happy that did not include him, he became increasingly bitter about it. And he professed his love about 2 or 3 different people within a week's span in those groups while I was there, and then would like intensely look to see what the reaction would be. And I'm like, oh, okay, it's a new person. Cool. So, okay, go pursue that. And again, with no, like, I didn't care. I'm not trying to fuck him, so I didn't care. And again, he got increasingly pissed off about that. And apparently that pissed off translated to him talking shit about me on his lives, thinking that I would either I wouldn't hear it, or I would like crumble and like, oh my God, I'm so sorry, I hurt your feelings, let me crawl back. Nah, get fucked, my dude. Suck my left lip. Oh no, wait, you'd be lucky to suck my left lip. Like, pardon, I went talking for a good long while, so I'm just diving back and into the comments. Oh yeah, of course he was trying to act older and more mature. We're talking about the guy that I used to do flirtathons with. I'm not even gonna really give I'm not going to give the respect of giving his name anymore. Right, crisis averted. You're so right. That part. And by the way, all the duets that you see between me and him, he's the one that sent me the duets originally and asked me to duet his shit. So I didn't just do those out of the kindness of my own heart per se. I did those because I am supporting a friend at that point in time. And the only reason I have not taken them down is I put a lot of work in those. Although, if I found a better duetting partner, I would definitely go, oh, I can redo these. Let's do this noise. Dwelling is really the correct term. You're not wrong. Right. Yes. Yeah. Oh no, you're fine. Honestly, I am not mad at anybody for mentioning his names. Sometimes he needs to be brought up. Sometimes he does. especially if he's out there putting out apparently misinformation and still running lip. So yeah. Oh yeah. So I have a bitone lip because I was doing werewolf content. So yeah, just style choice. Oh, of course he'd have the audacity. Of course he would have the audacity. What? Oh no! Those duets I believe still exist. I think they're mostly in the Bathory area. Fuck yeah! Let's do a duet. No. 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 Not only was I not pursuing, he was the first one over text message, like right after Christmas, like New Year's area. He was the first one over text message to say to me, I love you. I have that shit still in my phone because I had a feeling something like this might happen. So, like, when I say and when I said to him or certain other people, yeah, there's a reason I said, yeah, I got receipts. I keep receipts for a fucking reason. Not dwelling. Yeah, dwelling. Hello, darling. Thank you. I swear, y'all are gonna make my head big. No, he didn't match my freak at all. And that's the part that sucked. Like, he could match, like a thin layer of plastic matches, but he was not the whole package. So, yeah, no. It's because I'm irresistible. I'm sorry. Oh, I fucking love that. I fucking love that. Yeah. No, just... I'm sorry, if I seem a little bit more heated, I'm a little bit more heated because apparently he has been, threatening penguins. Or people who follow both myself and him. And that's the part that actually pisses me off. Because I literally, from the get-go, went, hey, I don't want anybody giving him hate. I don't want anybody going over and harassing him. I don't want anybody, stirring the pot or asking questions or nothing. If you gotta ask, go ahead and ask me. I will give you an answer if I want to, but, like, don't harass him. Just fucking let it die. And, also don't do anything. I know you're feral. Don't fucking do it. I would be disappointed in you. So apparently, most of y'all were fine. He, on the other hand, decided to get snippy. And that's the part that is not sitting well with me. Aw, thank you so much. Oh, it is a little warm. Oh, I already knew that. I already knew that a long time ago. Like, a long time ago. Right? Well, because, I mean... like, I don't doubt the amount of love that you feel. I honestly don't. I'm terrible at taking compliments. I already know this. But, like, I never doubt the amount of love that people feel. But I also recognize that I'm like, I know that I'm putting out that something that's at least a little bit curated. So I know that, like, people are going to fall in love with that curated part. And I'm like, there are sometimes I'm just an absolute mess. And I'm like, you don't love me. But you do love the idea of me. Which he loved the idea of me. He loved the idea of in a fucking Bathory in his back pocket. He loved the idea of someone who would be there, who would be a cheerleader, who would, like, go to bat, who would make sure that he was taken care of. But when he wasn't giving in equal measure, yeah, no. I have no idea. I had no idea about that particular thing. I had none. Literally none. Literally none. Literally none. Also, that would not be my space to put any of his stuff on Main Street. I know some stuff about him. I am never going to say anything about it because it's not my place and it's not anybody else's place to have that information. And there's the difference between he and I. He doesn't mind putting everybody's on Main Street if it makes him look better. Apparently. Right? I'm like, I get better healthcare in his head than I do here. Ooh, I'm refilling the water. Oh, we're talking about he who do not get named, who used to do the flirtathons with me, because apparently he is being unhinged. And he actually broke one of my particular personal rules and has been threatening followers. And I want to know the... I want to know what the threat was. I want to know the tone. Because that don't sit right with me. And don't worry, it's not like, oh, when they go low, you go high. No, it's not that. It's the, when they go low, you roll your eyes because that sorry-ass sad sack of a side-saddled dick ain't worth the goddamn burr in the saddle. He's not worth the goddamn pain that would be in my ass if I had to deal with his dipshittery again. Yeah, that's the part I'm not at all happy about. The rule is, don't threaten fucking people who have nothing to do with nothing, because he's already taking whatever the trolls are saying as sacrosanct. That, oh yes, Sanguine must be saying this, that, and the third, apparently. And then threatening people who either correct that misnomer, or people who are like, dude, that's not what's happening, that's not what's going on, da-da-da. Oh, you follow her and me? No! Like, the fuck? Why are you gonna do that? You're the one with my name in your mouth on a frequent occasion, apparently. Frequent enough that people are starting to take note of it. So. Oh, okay, so my name is Sanguine Thread. Sanguine rhymes with penguin. So way back in the day, I asked the followers, hey, what do you want, we're growing pretty rapidly. What do you want to be called if I'm going to call you a group? And they're like, penguins! And I'm like, are you sure? And they're like, yeah, penguins. I'm like, fuck it. Okay, so yeah, it's a group name that they chose. Oh, of course. And apparently now he's writing shit on Reddit as well. Like... penguins! We're just... he who does not get named anymore because he doesn't know how to keep his shit clean. Yeah. I'll give you 3 guesses. The first 2 don't count. And trust me, the petty, spiteful, vengeful version of Sanguine wants to let the penguins loose. Desperately wants to let the penguins loose. But... I love all y'all, but I also know you're feral as fuck, and that while I might enjoy watching the mayhem as Rome burns, so to speak, overall, do I really want to have a conversation with that asshole again? I know. But don't worry, like literally nothing he says could actually hurt me. The only parts of what he's doing that's truly pissing me off is the fact that he is involving y'all. He is involving people, and he doesn't have enough between the ears not to recognize who's a penguin and who's not a penguin, and just taking whatever trolls say as oh, Sanguine said this, and apparently he's not double checking with fucking anyone. Which, by the way, has anybody told JoJo that there are still people who come over to both my side and to his side? There are some key people that are still in his friends list, and I really hope that he doesn't decide that he's going to start threatening them as well, because that would be a whole new level of me going to be pissed the fuck off. Oh yeah, no, he needs the attention. He desperately needs the attention. Here's the thing. It's a double-edged sword. When trolls report to him, I'm saying something, he's going, oh my god, she's saying something about me. Oh my god, she thinks about me. Oh my god, oh yeah, she thinks about me. Like that, he's that is playing with parts of his ego. 'Cause I didn't think about him when he left. I didn't say anything. I didn't reach out to him. I didn't call, text, email. I didn't make another account and go stalk him and talk to him other ways. I literally just didn't fucking care. I cried a few times because, like, a friend deeply betrayed me and they were very hurtful. But, like, I didn't pursue at all. And that does not sit well with a narcissist's idea of themselves, because they are convinced that everybody pursues them. So instead, he just started taking everything that trolls say as sacrosanct, as the God's honest gospel truth. And in his ego, that plays as the, oh, I think about him. I think about him enough to talk about him. I think about him enough that I'm going to bring him up. And it's like, no, dude, I said, like, literally none of those things. And almost this entire time, until I get really pissed off, I mostly just go, yeah, no, it just didn't work out. We weren't good as friends. We weren't good as friends. Oh, well, fuck it. But instead, he's like, apparently he's hammering away. And it's like, fuck, seriously, my dude? You're so obsessed. How about you take all of that obsession and give it to your new girl, because you tried to drag your dick through literally half a dozen heartbeats, if not more, before you got to her. Like, what the shit, my dude? Yeah. Oh, yeah. No, you're 1,000% right. You're 1,000% right. And he gave me, like, I was too close to see it for everything that it was, but, like, I knew something wasn't quite right, but I'm like, no, he's trying to reform. He's trying to be a better person. I've got to give him the benefit of the doubt, because nobody else will. Optimism. Fuck. So yeah. Well, thank you, darling. How do you do? You can trust. Not that I ever jump directly to their friend's defense, especially not quickly. There are certain men you can trust, but you got to be so careful who you entrust it with. Yep, that part. If they trash, they trash, and if the trash takes itself out, consider yourself lucky. And that's the funny thing is, trash took itself out, and yet trash is still talking about me, which is wild. That part right there. That part right there. And I don't even remember the last hour, 2 hours of that, because I had literally half a bottle of Jack Daniel's honey whiskey and one of the little bottles of that Screwball peanut butter whiskey, which was delightful, by the way. I think of the two of those, that was the better. But yeah, yeah. Mm. Hmm. You're not wrong. I've also sweated quite a bit, and I've dabbed a little, so stuff that should be there has, been wiped away just a touch. And you know what? That's fair. That is absolutely fair. Cause like I didn't go back and actually watch that cast until weeks later. And he swore up and down that I had been so wildly inappropriate and that I had made him so wildly uncomfortable. And I went back and I finally watched that footage, and I'm just like, the fuck is he talking about? Like, no, seriously, what the fuck is he talking about? I'm not the one who said the things. What? Like, it was, I knew something was really up then. That was my, okay, oh no, yeah, no, oh no, no. I think if the Penguins can remember what happened that night, by all means, feel free to talk about that. I literally just can't remember like the last 2 hours of that night, and I think that's where most of the shit happened. Most of the stuff that he said he was going to send to me on the days that we did battles and whatnot, what he did is, instead of giving me the value of what was sent directly to him, like via PayPal or Cash App or something like that, he just took those and used those coins that he got to then throw them at me when I was doing my lives and he was supporting. So basically, he used your money, which gets cut in half, to then sprinkle a little bit of coin on me via your donations to him in those battles. So I got a quarter of that. So, and I don't even know if I even got like the full amount that you all sent, like full amount wise that you all sent. I got like a quarter of what y'all sent when we do the math. Yeah, I know you told me I wasn't that bad, but I'm always worried that, like, oh, they're my mod. Of course they're going to be super nice, and they're going to tell me I wasn't that bad. And I went back and I was like, oh, no, I really wasn't that bad. Like, what the fuck? Yeah. Yeah, he was. Yeah, he was. I do love you for that, B. By the way, I really do love that for you. Because you keep me from being, like, doing stupid fuck shit. Oh, is that how that was? Oh, shit, I am glad I was drunk then, because I so wasn't fucking processing. Even on the rewatch, I'm just like, I can't be understood. Of course, I rewatched after everything happened. After everything happened, I'm just like, I can't, no, we're not processing. Oh, for fuck's sake. Yep. Yeah. Yeah, oh yeah, yeah. No, I definitely know that much better now that, like, no, you won't spare feelings, you'll tell me what it needs to be, so yeah. Yeah. I do not endorse violence, nor do I condone it. But at this particular point in time, I am neither your mother, nor your significant other, nor a person who can tell you how to comport yourself outside of the lives. I do not want to know. I do not need to know. Because I know some of you are going to be far more feral, and some are going to be far less feral. But at this point, take whatever actions you think are appropriate, but turn them down by about 50%, please. I don't want y'all in jail. But do with what you will, how the spirit truly moves me, or you, Freud. But yeah. 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 No. Sorry, it's taken my brain the full period of time to very carefully think about how he has been treating not just people, but apparently people who follow me and follow him. And his actions in the last several weeks are not just unbecoming, they're not appropriate. They're severely not appropriate. And leveling threats, nah, y'all get to defend yourself. Y'all do get to defend yourself on this one. I'm tender-headed too. Get yourself a really good detangler. Detanglers will help massively. And also grab the hair towards the base, make your fist as tight as you can, and gently brush from the ends, slowly moving upwards. But yeah, the detangling spray, that is an absolute lifesaver, especially when it comes to being tender-headed. They've also got like these really nice wide tooth combs that have like multiple slots on them. They kind of flare out as you comb through. Those apparently are really, really good for curly hair that is hard to get through. So yeah, just a good comb, good amount of detangler. You want that, you want it wet. And I'm not talking direct like, oh, this is just, straight out of the bottle. Mix half with about half water. Spray stuff down, and then again, gently from the tips all the way up. It's going to take you a good long while, but sorry, I'm a dumbass, I know. But yeah, no, just take your time. They will become less tender-headed over time for the most part, but yeah, just take your time and lots of detangler spray. Lots of detangler spray. Oh, no. I didn't go to BlurredCon because I was not able to get enough finances together in a way that I'd be very comfortable going for a couple days and then coming back and then, again, needing to raise finances and whatnot. So yeah, I'm raising money to pay my bills, and I really need to raise money to pay my rent. So I'm doing all of those things. And I was like, I had a little bit of money. If I had finessed a few things, maybe I could have gone, but then I would have been scrambling the moment I got back in order to make sure I was paying bills on time. So I was like, of the two, I gotta be a little bit more of a full-ass adult. Trust me, if I'd been there and he had been there, yeah. Yes, the detangling brush. Fuck you. Oh, thank you. Technically I am. I've gone live just so that I can decompress just a little bit. But I did content filming a little bit earlier today. Pictures and some shorts and whatnot. And then I also did some stuff that you can actually watch here on TikTok. So yeah, I made that, and I'm just like, I'm deciding or whether or not this day is going to just continue to be too warm to want to change out into another cosplay and do like a second round of photos and filming and whatnot. But yeah, like I spent like I think the first 6 hours of the day just going full tilt and getting stuff filmed and getting stuff put together and, you know, making picture packages and if people need this, that, or the third, you know, and figuring out what my custom rates are going to be and all that kind of stuff. So like if people go, hey, do you have a menu? I can give them a menu with my rates and all that kind of good stuff. Aw, thank you, darling. What do I know about making it wet? My darling, I could make it a hurricane and nothing flat. Just give me a moment. I do a lot of different kinds of content, so I am a person who has a lot of command, control. So some of it is in that vein, in that genre, in that variety. I also do, I like lingerie. I really love lingerie. So I do like lingerie photos, lingerie pictures. I like to show off in that way as well. I'm testing a little bit of audio. I'm testing a little bit of other stuff and seeing where my comfort levels are overall. So yeah. Oh yeah. No. I am part of his karmic. I am part of his karmic. He met me. He mistreated me. Some of the shit that's been hitting him is because of how poorly he treated me as a person. Like, I fully believe that someday karma is going to hit him with Truck Coon. And his dumb ass is going to be isekai'd into, like, the worst hot springs ever. What made me cosplay? So way back in the day, way back in the day, I had a boyfriend who was a cosplayer. Him and his friends did cosplay. They did Guilty Gear. He played Venom. Oh my god, he was so gorgeous. But he's like, hey, I want you to do the thing too because you like watching anime and you're a big nerd and I want to see you cosplay too. And I was like, okay, how much does it cost to cosplay? And he's like, $300 to $500. And I'm like, I will learn to make that shit myself. I did spend about $300 on materials because I had to do a couple of recuts, and damn it, pleather was fucking expensive. But yeah, I got into it because a boyfriend suggested it because he did it, and he really wanted me to also enjoy the things that he did, and I did. I really did. I fucking did. We were both nerds. Like, on that level, we really worked. Absolutely adore it. Love it. So, yeah, got into it that way and have been doing it quietly ever since. And then just more recently, I've been putting in a lot more effort into doing, like, the online work and stuff. And that's why I've been working on also making my cosplays. And some of my cosplays are kind of on the sexier side. So, like, Ms. Midnight or Drolta. So yeah, like, and I would have been doing so much more, but like literally I've just had the worst time getting financially stable so that I know all of my bills are paid and then I can just focus on making content, doing the things. And yeah, it just overall I need to be bringing in something like $3,000 a month, bare motherfucking minimum. $3,000 a month in order to have all my bills covered. And another like $2,000 to $3,000 to make myself comfortable so that I can actually buy materials and replace what needs to be replaced. So overall, I would need to be making about $5,000 a month, and I am about 20% of that right now, which is just stress on sale. Yes, I draw them. So I draw. But beyond drawing, I pattern draft. I do... Oh, actually, I'm sitting here right by it. I do press-on nails as artwork. Do not do that, you bastard. You heavy, heavy, heavy-ass bastard. I do press-on nails as artwork. I do watercolors. Sometimes I laminate them just to keep the colors a little bit nicer. I have a lot of things that I do. Right. Stress on sale. That should be a hat, honestly. But yeah. Yes, I do. If you go to coffee, my coffee shop has a lot of my artwork up in it. I'm getting more stuff listed as time goes on. I'll be dead ass honest. I gotta figure out a way to come up with like $1,700 in like the next 2 weeks for my rent. So again, this is why I say if anybody needs anything, especially content-wise, if anybody needs anything, hit me up on those places. We can definitely talk and get something done. If you're looking for artwork, go to coffee. If you're looking for commissions, you can also go to coffee for that. That's where my commission rates are located. And it's only something like roughly $20 an hour. Honestly, I think I should get more, I should put up more ears on Throne and other people can get those because these are fun. These are fun. Oh yeah, I saw that. Oh, I saw that. I saw that and I did not know how to respond. I honestly did not know how to respond. Corsets take a really long time to make and they take a lot of money. So the profit margin on those is exceptionally like slim. And it takes like a bare minimum of a couple of days to put one together. So trust me, I did think of that. But it's like I had to look at time, effort, money, and like how much am I spending on materials versus how much am I like charging overall, and it's just, it was not quite conducive. Thank you. But thank you for thinking of that, because honestly, I take suggestions to heart. Oh yeah, this is perfect. Yay! Where is it? There we go. Didn't add any charms to my nails, but if you're talking about these nails, yes, I fully painted and decorated them. They're the press-on kind. There's no acrylic to it because me and monomer did not get along. It was bad. So I can do like polish and base and tops and all that kind of stuff, and then I also embed all of the little charms and everything on it. I just can't work with monomer. Monomer makes me feel violently ill. The comments really were the highlight, because you just go, like, I'm sitting there as an artist and I'm like, I'm not gonna say nothing. Because all I can think is, like, how did the bride and groom not check like a portfolio of her work beforehand? Because if you had checked a portfolio of her work, you would have known. Okay, it's not the most professional job, but I have watermelon fingernails now. Yes. I win. If you can't tell, I like watermelon. It is one of my favorite fruits. Sad. I was like, this needs a little... Watermelons. We can do watermelons. Well, watermelons work. But yeah. Oh, goodness. So how's everybody doing? Ooh. Ooh, shrimp nachos with corn salsa. That sounds fantastic. I mean, I think I have a green. I could probably do a base, like a tiny stripe of green if I can locate it. I don't have white that would look, I don't think I have white that would look correct. All of my whites are too white and not at all like, the opacity is really high on the white ones that I have. So yeah, I don't think that would, I don't think that would do good. But yeah. I'm sorry, shrimp nachos with corn salsa sounds fantastic. It really does. Okay, so let me take a quick bio break. I'll be right back. I hope to God I don't smudge this, but I'll be right back. I'll be right back. Be right back. Hello! How's everybody doing? Hopefully well, hopefully well. So yeah, I think I'll be on for a few more minutes, but I do need to go and I think take a nap. And then, you know, go and do more content when it's much cooler, because right now it's far too fucking warm. So, let me go ahead and head off. Thank you so much for keeping me company. Have a lovely rest of the night. Plausible deniability, my dear. Go. Be kind. Don't do crimes. But do what you gotta, because at this point, y'all got dragged in and involved in such a way that you have every right to defend yourself. So, I will not dissuade you from defending yourself. So yeah. Thank you. I love you all too. Please be kind to each other as best you can. Like, you know, I love you. I will be back on tomorrow. So, bye. Yes, I will be on tomorrow. I promise.